enjoy my own company. I love being by myself. Like I would be by myself over being with anyone any day. Like I think I'm maybe an introvert. I don't like saying that because I don't want to be like, oh, I'm not sociable or nothing, because I can be around people and I can have a conversation with them. Like I don't think I'm like that much of an antisocial person. Like if I'm in a group setting, I will try my best to speak to people, but personally I avoid those type of interactions just because I don't like being around people.
For so long I thought I was antisocial, and like the more I go out, I'm just like, I'm definitely not an antisocial person. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Moji and I am the host of Abrasive Youth. So on my channel, I usually make opinion videos or vlogs. I haven't really uploaded it in a long time, so I'm kind of trying to see what kind of content I want to put out on my channel, and I'm rebranding. So for now, you guys are just gonna get what you get. So for today's video, I'm gonna be talking about how I went from being kind of a loner to more of a social butterfly, giving you guys tips on how you can break out of that, because I think it's very important, especially in today's climate where everyone is like super like social and you're always interacting with people, you're always meeting people. So it's extremely important for you to put yourself out there and for you to kind of make your mark in the world, or for you to make your presence known. I don't want people to feel like it's like cute to be shy, because I don't think it's cute to be shy, and I don't think it's cute to not take up any space. So I have not posted in such a long time just because I've actually been living life. So when I used to post on YouTube, I used to be very like a homebody. Like I was just always home all the time. So most of the videos or the ideas I had were based off of things that I saw on the internet and things that I didn't actually experience myself. So for the past year, I've been going out more, I've been traveling more, and I've been meeting a lot more people more. So I just feel a lot more confident in myself. I have like more experiences that I can discuss on my channel. So most of the things I'm going to be talking about now are based off of things that I've actually experienced, as opposed to things that I just saw on the internet. So firstly, I just want to talk about my history of introvertedness and just being like shy or kind of more reserved, because I don't think I was ever an introvert, because I've always seen myself, like the way I envisioned myself, as being like social, having friends, and just like being around people. But I don't think I like put myself in the position to be around the type of people I wanted to be around, because I think I was just reserved because of the people I was around. I just didn't want to socialize with them, so I just like never socialized. So in terms of like introvertedness, I would say in high school, starting from like 7th grade to like 8th grade, I had a big group of friends, because that was like the first year of high school, and I went there with the intentions of being like the popular mean girl. Yeah, because I just watched way too many Y2K movies. That's what like was in my head. So I went to school and I had like a very big group of friends. Like it was like 8 of us. It was like super weird, and that's the only time in my life where I've had that big of a group of friends. And honestly, like it was fun because you're young and it's okay, but like personally, that's like not my thing, and that is never going to be my thing. So I'd say that was the only time in my life where I've had like a big group of friends. And then gradually my friends, they started changing schools, and I was like the last one in that group still at the school that I was at. So I still had to like socialize with the people that were there, but they had already made their like friend groups, and I just like kind of just stuck to myself. Like I was just kind of like by myself. I still had like friends, but I just was very like reserved, and I just stayed by myself. Especially my last year of high school, I was like a major loner. Like I was just eating lunch by myself, which I didn't have a problem with. There was like a student lounge, so I would just go watch like Tila Dunn vlogs and like eat my lunch and then go to class. Like it never bothered me to be alone. I never saw it really as an issue. I still don't see it as an issue. I think it's a very empowering thing if you can be by yourself and just like stand with yourself. So I say that was like my history of introvertedness. I never really like partied. I never really like socialized. I'm happy that I didn't like socialize as much when I was younger, just because I think it allowed me to form the type of person that I am right now. And like now I just know my thoughts, I know myself, I know the type of person that I want to be, I know the type of people I want to hang around, just because I allowed myself the time to sit with myself and to be comfortable with myself and to become my own person. It just allows me to be more comfortable around people, because I'm not like so easily influenced by others, just because I know who I am. So that's something that I like realized this year, because for a long time I was really upset with myself that I wasn't like super social, and I wasn't going out, and I wasn't meeting people at a young age. But it just like everything happens for a reason, and I feel like that's this perspective that I have on the type of person that I used to be. Fast forward to last year, 2022, that's when everything shifted. In the vlog, I basically talked about toxic friendships towards the end of that video. And in the video, I was basically discussing how I went to Jamaica and I had a friend. We got into a fight in Jamaica, and in these words that she said to me resonated with me for a really long time when I got back home. But she basically said, oh, that's why you have no friends. She knew that was like an insecurity of mine. Those words resonated with me for at least like 3 months when I got back home, and I was just so pissed off because I was just like, how could you say that to me? Because I have like such an insecurity about my social life, and now like I have so many amazing friends and I just know so many amazing people that like I don't even remember that sentence. I just remembered it when I was writing the script for this video, and by trying to prove something to her, I ended up finding myself. I would say when I got back from Jamaica in January, I started going out more, like to restaurants with friends. I started partying more. I started meeting more people. I just like loved it. Like it was so much fun, and it still is. So it was just like such like an eye-opener to me, because it was like a whole world that I was just kind of like ignoring for such a long time. I think a main reason that I was just kind of standoffish for a long time also is because I just assumed everyone was shitty. That's such a fucked up way of viewing the world. But if you yourself, you're a good person and you like yourself and you think you're awesome, why wouldn't there be other awesome people out there? Obviously, granted, there are terrible people in the world, but there are also very amazing people in the world. I would say like a good 95%, you know, 97% of the people I met were fucking amazing. The 3%, I tried to block them out. The 3%, I definitely hate that I met them, but it's only 3%. Like, people can teach you so much. I've learned so much that you can't learn in a book just by socializing and by meeting people. And it's so important to just put yourself out there, because if you don't put yourself out there, there's like a world of knowledge that you're going to be lacking just because you're so concentrated on things that you see on the internet, or you're so concentrated on things that you read in a book. So I've learned so many things and I've gotten so many new experiences that I can't get from a book, or that I can't get from the internet. And you being yourself, you being your authentic self, has this way of attracting good, like the type of people that should be in your life to your life, and it also attracts people to you in general. So me being myself, like just dressing the way I want, doing my makeup the way I want, and just like being my authentic self attracts people to me, because I'm myself and I'm not trying to be something that I'm not.
No, you're so pretty. I'm gonna tell the vlog.
Look at you.
Hi. Oh, let's do OOTDs.
Oh my gosh, guys, so we're telling each other our stories. We were both
Stood up within the same like 24 hours. We were
really awesome.
Both of us. Look at how beautiful we are. With both of us within 24 hours, we both stood up, guys.
Can't you see? Can't you see they're out of their mind? Look at her. Tell us your story time. How are you stood up? What happened?
He said he's sick or something. I don't know.
And my guy he just didn't show up. So one thing I think that stops a lot of people from becoming social butterflies is like this kind of shyness that they have. So first off, in terms of imposter syndrome, nobody knows what they're doing. So whenever you're out and you're like, oh my god, this is so weird. Even me, I'm gonna be rewatching this video all the time because I still get like a little bit of anxiety sometimes when I'm like by myself or stuff. But first off, imposter syndrome, I think that that's something that a lot of people might have. I had that with my first year of university, and it was the worst experience that I've ever had, thinking that I don't belong somewhere. But nobody knows what they're doing at the end of the day. If you have this mentality that like, oh, he knows what he's doing, like nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Everyone is kind of just like winging it. Some people are winging it so good that you think that that's what you're supposed to do when you could be doing your own thing. And I think it's so important for everyone to kind of just distance themselves from this idea that you don't belong somewhere. It's really important for you to get rid of FOMO. So I had FOMO for fucking ever. I would see people posting and I was just like, oh my god, I wish I was there. Like, I'm so jealous. Now when I see people out, I don't really get jealous because it's like, but now we're going to get into how to socialize more if you are more reserved. So it might be difficult for you guys to like socialize and stuff, so I'm just gonna give you guys a couple of tips and a couple of pointers that are gonna make it easier for you to go out, or easier for you to kind of step out of your shell, because these are tips that I've used. Some of them I have not used, but I will not tell you which ones those are, so I can rewatch this video myself and be like, bitch, you need to be doing that too. So I remember like when people would invite me out, I would always say no. So people just like stop inviting me places, because if you're always saying no, no one's gonna fucking want you to come. Also, no one's gonna invite you places just because they already know that the answer is going to be no. So stop saying no. start saying yes, okay? It's that simple. So go on Bumble BFF. Honestly, at the beginning of 2022, I still use it now, but I've met amazing girls on Bumble BFF. You don't even have to like leave your room, so it doesn't really require that much work, to be honest. You just have to have nice photos and put yourself out there, and there you go. That's like an easy way if you're more reserved and you're more shy. So I remember there's this like kind of like socialite influencer that I follow on Instagram, and she's so social. And I remember last year at some point she went to Aspen, and then at the end she wrote on her Instagram how she made like 200 new friends or 200 new like contacts while she was in Aspen for like a week. And I was like, girl, like how'd you do that? So like I DM'd her and I was like, you're like so social. This was before like I started going out. I was like, you're so social, you have such amazing social skills, like how do you do it? And she literally just smile and say hi. And I was like, oh, that's so simple. And it really is that simple. And I think we really overthink things so much to the point where it's just so hard for us to do things that are so simple. If you're going out, you see someone, smile and say hi, compliment them, and literally that's it. I've gotten so many new people just by saying hi and just by complimenting them, especially compliments. Compliments are the easiest like way to get in the door. If you see something that they're wearing that you like, oh my god, I like your dress, I love your boots, like where'd you get them? Oh, like what's your name? What's your name? Where are you from? It's literally that fucking easy. This one's a little like more if you have like more kahunas, if you're bold, got some big balls. But follow people in your town. This I do occasionally, not as much, but follow people from your hometown, straight up just fucking DM them. I don't do this all the time, but I have done it. So like if you like see someone that goes out a lot and you want to start going out a lot, straight up just fucking DM them and be like, oh my god, you look like so much fun, we should go out one weekend. That's it. Like I swear, if she says no, she says no. If she says yes, you go out. If you have fun, you have a good time. If you don't, then you don't have to see her again. But or people have DM'd me because they see like I go out all the time. So they're like, oh my god, Moji, you look like so much fun, let's go out. And then we go out. Change / evolve your wardrobe and wear the clothes that you always wanted to wear. I definitely like advocate for you putting your best foot forward, and especially when it comes to looks, because it's very important. If there's something that you always wanted to wear, if there's a style that you've always wanted to have, just start dressing like the person that you see yourself being. So don't like keep things in your closet saying, oh, I'll wear that another time. Oh, I'll wear that like on a special occasion. Today, bitch, today is the special occasion. Okay. This one's extremely important, but I do this sometimes. But do not be judgmental of yourself or of the people that you're meeting when you go out. So I used to be a very judgy person just because I never went out. So obviously it's easy to judge people when you have no experiences because you think you're perfect. But if you go out, the more you make mistakes, the more you meet people, the more you experience things, and the more things you do, you become less judgmental. So definitely don't judge people when you go out. When you're meeting new people, like different kinds of people, don't be judgy. Just take the experience, take the advice that they're giving you, and just interpret it. If they're not your person, they're not your person. But and you being able to come out into the world like as yourself is very difficult. I really recommend that you start posting yourself more on social media and you start putting yourself out there more, because I remember seeing this TikTok where this man was talking about, oh, the reason you're not dating is because are you accessible? Do you go out? Do you post yourself on the internet? Like, can people find you, basically? So how do you want your people to find you or your clan to find you if you're not even putting yourself out there for your clan to find you? If you're tired of being lonely and you want to be more of a social butterfly, how will people find you if they can't access you? Be more open and be more accessible, but not too accessible, because you don't need rats and fucking roaches in your space, but you do want rainbows and like bunnies in your space. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys could relate, because I definitely feel like a lot of people can relate to this. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because I will be posting more consistently in 2023. I'm devoted, okay? I fucking love creating content and I hate that I like don't like do it anymore, but definitely subscribe, like, follow me on Instagram. As I said, I'm very active there. And yeah, and I'll see you guys in my next video.